everyone to Palo Alto, California, the farm and the home of the Stanford Cardinals. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Stanford Cardinals. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Blue Devils will boot it away to start the game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Stanford's offense will have first crack at this one. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop it?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure. And because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes. And so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
Oh, that's just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's St. Clair. Looking for an open area to his left. Got his man. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Hard running there. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking for a deep man. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
They're working that left side. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Got it in the middle, it's Parrish. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Line getting set on second down. Wants to go up top. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
How about that? That's already the third target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one, was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Touchdown, Stanford! Quick strike through the air for the score.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's going to try to return this one. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So Duke's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Looking to throw, it's Flower. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Pressure coming.
Man, you have to love getting to the quarterback early in this football game. Your first drive, how about your offense? They already took care of business, put up points for you. Now you're getting to the quarterback, getting sacks. Great start for this squad.
Handles the pressure well and gets away a solid kick. Calls for the fair catch, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. From the gun, running back gets the give. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And the Blue Devils will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He gets a block. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. To the air, it's St. Clair. With the catch, it's Hampton. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Run in the red zone, it's Parrish. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Power football with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information.
Touchdown, Cardinal! Quick strike through the air for the score. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll keep it himself. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. And down he goes. Tried to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Flowers. Sets up the screen. Breaks the tackle. Turning it on. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to run for it. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Duke.
And that's a touchdown this offense absolutely had to have to keep it to a one-possession game before going into halftime. That touchdown is going to do wonders for this team's confidence.
And right down the middle. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
To throw, it's St. Clair. Dumps it to the back. The short hands, it's Parrish. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab, it's Parrish. They pick up the 1st down, they'll mark him at the 34. Gotta be expeditious here. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Timeout, Stanford.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Hall. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Catch in the middle. It's Wolf. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield very late in the half. Touchdown, Stanford! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
2-7.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Palo Alto.
Stanford set to boot it deep to start this second half. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Yeah, and man, if you talk about being down at the half, what's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
Looking downfield, it's Flowers. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Man, it's so frustrating as a coach because you go into half and you're like, listen, this is what they've been doing. This is what we're getting. Let's go out and execute. And what do? First drive, you throw an interception, you turn the field position to the other side, create momentum immediately. This is an absolute disaster to start the second half.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run it from the gun. Makes it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He's brought down the 1, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Leaves it with the back. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Scanning the field, it's St. Clair. Touchdown, Cardinal! Fit it in the window for the score. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense. Go with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field and getting the big touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. BYU is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Ty Detmer, this might not be over just yet. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Arizona State.
To the air on first down.
We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Finds his tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He'll pull it down and run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from him. And you can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense getting him to the ground for no gain.
The inside handoff. Once again, finding nowhere to run against this defense. He's knocked down immediately. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Flowers. He's going to throw deep right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Blue Devils send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Makes a move. Dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football on the elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Quick completion on the out route. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Tyler. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
The RPO, it's complete. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The Blue Devils come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Here's the handoff. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
And the Blue Devils will have it 1st and 10.
42 Spider. 4-2.
They're going to run it. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Connection to the right. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down.
Here we go.
Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw. It's Flowers. Pocket breaking down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
The Blue Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Got his man on the outside. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Deep shot for the end zone. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter of play. But now, time for the 4th quarter. At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Punch it out of the air. Oh, look out on the line. He's at the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cardinal! That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to beat you.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up... on the return. What a play there.
Okay,
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Zings it complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Quickly out to the tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Blue Devils decide to punt it away. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Blocked those heels at the 10 and didn't go backwards. He makes the fair catch there. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. It's a draw. Got a little space. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen. They want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
Stanford going back to work with another 1st down. And the defense got him at the 27.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Finds us back in the middle. Crosses to 40. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Timeout call by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. All wideouts, no backs. To the air, it's St. Clair. Got his man on the right. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. Stanford wants to push the pace. Looking to throw on first down. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap.
Let's go! Let's go!
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. A shot toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.